The Vedas are the most ancient spiritual teachings on the planet. The word Veda actually arises from the Sanskrit vid, which means wisdom. And basically they're the blueprints of creation in Sanskrit mantras. We can reduce everything we see in creation back to energy, and that energy at its purest form is a vibration that science is beginning to discover. And that energy, what the ancient seers experienced was a sacred vibration that they called Sanskrit, that we call Sanskrit. And Sanskrit means perfected, and it's perfected because it is the primal sound of creation. And so everything in creation is created by a blueprint, and that blueprint is made up of sound, and that sound is made up of Sanskrit mantras, and this is the essence of what the Vedic teachings are all about. There are 4 Vedas. There's the Rig Veda, the Sama Veda, the Yajur Veda, and the Atharva Veda. That's Sanskrit. Each Veda does slightly different things, but ultimately to expand consciousness, so one can remember their infinite status again. The most ancient of all the Vedas is the Rig Veda. Rig actually means praise in Sanskrit, so we could call it the Praise Veda. Everything in creation is built upon the foundation of praise. Everything in existence praises its own existence. And so the Rig Veda is the fundamental teaching of all the Vedas. All subsequent Vedas draws their wisdom from the Rig Veda, the most ancient. So the Praise Veda. There are 10 texts, as we know of today, or known as mandalas, each designed to expand consciousness in a very unique way. The Vedic seers had a very unique way of seeing the universe. They experienced the universe as an inward movement of silence, but as the mind approaches that silence, they discovered the subtle anatomy of the cosmic being, and that could be described as the ancient god and goddesses that we read quite beautifully in Indian texts. But what they were actually describing was aspects of consciousness, invitations into the self. The whole purpose of the Vedas is to develop an intimacy with that movement into the silence and an expanding of that silence to wake one up to their own eternal nature.